In 1893, America didn't believe in gasoline cars. Horses ruled the roads, steam ruled the factories, and electricity was the future. But in a small workshop, two brothers built something so controversial, it quietly changed America forever. This is the true story of the first gasoline car ever built in the United States. And almost no one remembers it. Before Ford, before Cadillac, before Detroit became the motor capital of the world, there was the Patent-Motorwagen, a fragile, noisy machine that barely worked. Yet it launched America into the automobile age. This is not just a car story. This is the story of how America learned to move on its own power. In the late 1800s, American streets looked nothing like today. Cities smelled of horses, millions of them. Horse-drawn wagons carried people, food, mail, and supplies. A single city like New York had over 150,000 horses, and each one produced waste. Every single day, transportation was slow, travel was exhausting, and long-distance movement was limited. America was growing fast, but its mobility was stuck in the past. Inventors knew this couldn't last, but nobody agreed on what should replace the horse. Some believed in steam cars. Others pushed electric vehicles. Gasoline? Most Americans thought it was dangerous, loud, and unreliable. And then came two bicycle makers from Massachusetts. Charles and Frank Duryea were not wealthy, they were not famous, and they were not backed by big investors. They ran a small bicycle repair business. But bicycles taught them something important: balance, lightweight design, mechanical efficiency. While others dreamed big, the Duryeas worked small. Instead of steam boilers, they experimented with internal combustion engines. They studied European experiments, especially from Germany, but they didn't copy them. They adapted them to American roads, American fuel, and American conditions. Their goal wasn't luxury. Their goal was simple. Build a machine that can move itself without a horse. In 1893, inside a modest workshop in Springfield, Massachusetts, the Duryea brothers assembled their machine. It looked nothing like modern cars. No doors, no windshield, no steering wheel, just a wooden carriage frame, bicycle-style wheels, a single-cylinder gasoline engine. It produced 4 horsepower, which today sounds laughable, but back then it was revolutionary. The engine exploded fuel inside a metal cylinder. Each explosion pushed the car forward. No steam, no wires, no animals, just fuel and motion. The Patent-Motorwagen could reach 7 miles per hour. That was enough to shock the nation. The first test drive was not dramatic. There were no crowds, no newspapers, no applause, just 2 brothers and a machine that might explode at any moment. When the engine started, it shook violently. It rattled, it screamed, but then it moved, slowly, unstably, but on its own power. America's first gasoline car had just come to life, and nothing would ever be the same. In 1895, Chicago hosted America's first automobile race. Snow covered the streets. Temperatures were freezing. Only 6 vehicles entered. Steam cars failed. Electric cars struggled, but the Patent-Motorwagen survived. Against all odds, it finished first. This single event changed public opinion overnight. Gasoline wasn't dangerous anymore. It was powerful, reliable, American. The Duriers became famous. Investors lined up. Newspapers praised them. America finally believed in gasoline cars. They formed the Patent-Motorwagen company. But success came too fast. Production was slow. Cars were handmade. Costs were high. Worst of all, the brothers disagreed. Frank wanted innovation. Charles wanted control. Their partnership collapsed. While others, like Henry Ford, learned how to mass produce, the Duriers stayed small. By the early 1900s, they were gone, forgotten, replaced. The Durier brothers didn't fail because they were wrong. They failed because they were early. They proved gasoline could work, but they didn't scale. Henry Ford did. Ford didn't invent the car. He perfected the system around it. And history remembers systems, not prototypes. Yet, without Durier, there is no Ford, no Detroit, no American car culture. Today, only a few Durier cars exist. They sit quietly in museums. No roaring engines, no flashy designs. But every American car, from muscle cars to pickup trucks, traces its DNA back to this fragile machine. It was imperfect. It was slow, but it was first. And first is everything. If you enjoy real American car stories, not just specs, but history, you'll want to see what comes next. Because the next car didn't just move America, it mass-produced freedom. Before highways, before road trips, before America became a nation on wheels, there was a wooden carriage, powered by gasoline and built by two brothers who refused to believe the future belonged to horses. This was the Patent-Motorwagen, the car that started everything.